Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, June 26, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. Ooh, do you hear that? Can you hear that? I love my neighbors. I love my neighbors. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. If some of it doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. Please do not take on energy that is not meant for you. You don't need to do that. Cosmic Timing Oracle, Amazon. We've got Love the Empress and Company, the What I Didn't Say deck, initials, angel numbers. You can get that at her website. You can get that at the Talk Shop, I believe is still open. And the What's the Tea? Amazon. Pretty simple and straightforward. And lately I've been doing pretty good about doing the cards, but if for some reason I forget, or if you ever go to the community tab and I forget to show what the deck is, or I don't say what the deck is, like I think last Saturday I forgot one and I had to go back in and comment what it was because I didn't put it in the picture. You can always ask me. You can always message me and ask me and I'll figure it out. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I enjoyed my day off. I did do the bad. I went and got a milkshake and a fry from McDonald's. I know, I'm going to die. My guts are going to rot and fall out. I know. And I also got a matcha tea from Starbucks. Ugh, I love matcha. I love it. Okay, that one. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Oh, that was interesting. There's like two here. Okay, 5 cards on the table. We'll do 2 more shuffles. See what comes out. Eight cards. I do not like this card, the way they wrote this card, because I feel like it's misleading. Although I guess technically you could just read it 2 ways. Alright, 8 cards on the table. 8 cards on the table. Sound like I said 8th card. 8th card. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's accent. It just didn't sound right. 8 card. 8 cards on the table. Got one more shuffle here. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. Oh, that's funny. That made me laugh. That was a good one. All right, let me set my cards down there. All right, inside scoop. Groupie. Groupie. Kissing ass. Kissing ass and taking names. We've got marrying for money. Carlos. Boss Daddy. Dodging bullets. This is the one I don't like. Like it's just worded funny. I feel like it could be taken like one of two ways. Which I mean, I guess any card can be read depending on the feeling you get from it. But I don't know. It looks weird to me. Like they could have worded it better. I do love this deck, so no offense to the people that made the What's the Tea deck. Girl fight. We've got travel. Bottom of the deck. Same shit, different day. Again, I don't know why they had to show the bread. Like, I want to eat the bread. And then bottom of the deck, I just feel like it goes along with the read, so I pulled it. You're uninterested. You don't care. Same shit, different day. Totally uninterested. Total 11 cards on the table. Sorry, one of my crystals is looking at me. Like, she's calling out to me. I don't know. It happens. So this groupie is watching you from afar, probably in your social media, if you're on social media. If you're not on social media, then they're not. If you have friends in common, family in common, that kind of thing, they could be watching you that way, getting information on you that way. Okay. Sorry. I have hair in my mouth. My hair, but still. So, with the kissing ass card, this groupie, you can take feminine and masculine energy any way you want. The thing is I'm picking up on more of a feminine energy. So if it's a masculine, it would be a masculine and feminine energy. I'm picking up on feminine. You can take how it resonates. Because to me, this is a very basic read, but let me just say what I have to say. This person you would look at as someone that would maybe kiss your ass, like they seem overly friendly. Probably love bombing type energy. Although I would say like they probably would like love bomb you at one time, just like bomb, 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 bomb. And then, maybe like a month later, like you're not getting any type of love from this person. So like, let's say like in the span of a week, you and this person, this groupie, are going back and forth, and they're like, oh, I love your hair. Oh, what you wore on Monday was so great. Where'd you get your new shoes? Like, oh my gosh, that book you were reading, I totally want to read it. And then like a month later, like crickets. Nothing good to say, nothing positive to say. Probably attitude, probably just I don't want to say like a chaotic energy, but just a very blah, basic, hey, how you doing? Great, fabulous, bye, have a nice day. Like where there once was the kissing of the ass and the enthusiasm, and you felt the love. Like a month later, you don't. And so forth and so forth. Like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. With the marrying for money card, I don't know necessarily that this person is married. You can take that for your situation as you see fit. I'm just picturing somebody that gets into relationships for what they can get from the relationship, right? And not even necessarily money, gifts like jewelry, clothing, money, and allowance. Buying them large ticket items like expensive purses, maybe even a car, vacations, things like that. Someone that's like a taker, like they just constantly take. And probably a very deceiving energy, honestly. Like this person would get into relationships with men or women with that man or woman not really realizing what this person is really after. And then after so long, they'd be like, oh, now I see you. Now I get it. Like, you're not going to give me anything if I don't give you something. And it's not even really like, and this is just an example. Like, if they were to withhold sex, if you don't, let's say, take them on an expensive European vacation, I'm not even really getting that they would withhold the sex. They probably would not. They probably want the sex. The sex might be like an issue, like an addict type issue, possibly. Just saying. Um, I'm not even getting that that would be the issue. The issue would be we're together. We're having sex together. We're in some type of relationship. Even if it's technically not a one-on-one, even if they both see others on the outside, whatever the case may be. Or maybe they are committed. They could be committed to each other, only with each other. This person doesn't get their way, tantrum city, like a child. To the point where the other person, man or woman, would feel like why am I with this person? They're a child. Like it's like taking care of a child. Now you can take this as it resonates as well with the carless card, no car, repo, car issues. This person, and I've said this before too in other reads, they might just not drive. They might not have the ability to drive. Maybe they never learned. Maybe they never wanted to learn. Maybe they live in the city. What's the need to drive when you live in the city? Why would you want to pay for a car and pay for parking if you live in the city? Or, again, maybe they couldn't afford their car. It got repossessed. Um, Maybe the car needs to be repaired, and they go to this man or woman and can you fix my car? Can you fix my car? Over and over and over again. You can take how that resonates. I'm not really getting anything specific on that. I just thought I would bring into it the fact that this person just might not have a car, period. And not because of bad reasons. They just might not need one or want one. Okay? So I'm not really getting anything weird or unusual or anything really technically negative from that. Because I'm really not even getting that, like they want somebody to buy them a car or anything. I'm really not getting that. It could be a part of your situation. More or less, what's coming off of this groupie energy is it's just a very needy, codependent energy. Whether this groupie recognizes that or realizes that, they're very codependent. Emotionally, mentally, monetarily, physically. Now, this groupie, whereas the outside world, when they're tapped in and they see what's up, they see this person as a groupie. Like, oh, that's a hanger on, Like, she just wants to get involved with you. He just wants to get involved with you because you're famous. You got money. Whatever the case may be. But this groupie sees themselves as a boss daddy. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. And they might not be any of these things. They might be unreliable. They might be poor. They might not own a business. They might not even work. And if it's a woman, there ain't no dick there. There's no balls there. There's no cojones. And even though they may come off very confident and secure to the point where, like, it's in your face, usually that means that on the inside, they are not confident. They are not secure. That there is a lot going on in there that they don't deal with. They just need to project, like, this roughness, like this toughness, so that they can get through their life. When reality, if they would just go within and deal with their issues and heal and all that good stuff, they would be confident and secure. And they wouldn't have to feel like they're playing a character in some type of play. Okay, so the card that I don't like, the dodging bullets. It says blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. So this groupie, this boss daddy, they might be protected by family and friends. We've had a similar read like this before, I think months ago. This person might be protected by family and friends that know who and what they are, but they help them hide it out of loyalty, right? Possibly out of some fear. If this person has some type of information on them, something like that, knows about their past. I feel like this groupie, this boss daddy, is constantly dodging bullets in the fact that this person creates chaotic situations that come and go, come and go, come and go. So like they'll screw somebody over and that person will leave, but it'll somehow swing back around. Either that person will come back in some type of way and there'll be some type of confrontation, like, hey, you did this to me, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Meanwhile, this groupie, this boss daddy, just doesn't really give a shit. It's like they went in for the kill the first time, they'll go in for the kill the second time, the third time, the fourth time. Like they got away with it once. They screwed you over once, they think they can screw you over twice, 3, 4, 5 times. If you come back around, they'll chokehold you. They'll take everything they can get from you. Ruthless. And it's kind of that mentality that, like, oh, that person? No, we broke up. That person's crazy. That person? Oh, we're not friends anymore. That person's crazy. But they want that crazy person to come back around because they want to do to them again what they already did to them. So they're not escaping crazy people. It's like they want those crazy people to come back. The truth is, they're the crazy one. They're the unstable one. They're the negative one. They're the narcissistic one. With the blocking negativity, like they would put up a front, showing the world, like, oh, I'm positive. I'm all about positive vibes. I'm all about this. I never do anything negative. It's always someone else's fault. It's never my fault. Bullshit. Bullshit. If you're honest about your past, your present, and your future, you as a human will recognize that at any given moment, you can be negative, you can be positive. And that's how it's going to be through your whole life, from birth to end. You're never going to be 100% positive. There's always going to be negativity creeping in. You're a human being, for God's sakes. A human being. This morning, when I did my video, I told you guys that I had made a mistake, that I had let a friend go, and I swung back around and we became friends again. And I'm so grateful to her for that friendship. I sent her the friend request on Facebook this morning and she accepted. As far as I'm concerned, we're friends again. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that we're friends again. I love this woman to death. People like this don't recognize their part in the negativity. It's always about the chaos around them, and that's not their problem. Because they're peace and their love and their light 100% of the time. Honey, there is no such thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. And don't get me wrong, I love and peace and light and all that positivity. I love it. I love it. I love it. But no, you are not going to be putting that out into the world 100% of the time. You can strive to do that. For sure. That's awesome. Strive to do that. Wake up every morning with the good intention. Put out as much love and positivity and peace as you can. But you're going to have moments. Everybody has moments. The people that don't recognize that they have moments, they're not with it. They're not with it up here. They're just not. If you can't recognize your part in a situation, there's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. Story time. This afternoon when I was coming back from the dentist, I live in northern Illinois, and I was on what they call Route 12, and I was going to turn left onto 134, which goes right down the street past my home. And then I just turn off from there. So I'm on 12, I'm going to turn left. We have the green light. There is traffic, and there's 2 lanes next to me as I'm in the turn lane. There is an ambulance coming from behind us. So everybody stops. Now the green light is not changing, and I have the green arrow. It's not changing. But everybody stops because this ambulance is coming. Now, there was traffic in both lanes. The people that were in the right lane were turning right to get off, to turn, to let the ambulance through. I saw the ambulance coming, but I couldn't tell, which way they were going. Because they could have turned right, they could have went straight, or they could have cut the lane off next to me and me off and turned left and gone down 134, which is where I was going. So we all stopped. Sitting there. And I see a motorcycle pull up behind me with an older gentleman. The ambulance gets like there's one last car turning right and the ambulance is turning right. So I look at the light like how long is it going to stay green? Can I make my turn? The guy on the motorcycle starts beeping at me. Technically before even the ambulance it turned. It like, so I made my turn on the green and this gentleman turned in behind me and I drove up about 40, 50 feet from the light and I slowed down and I rolled out my window and I yelled out the window very loudly, "You dumb." That was a fucking ambulance. I'm sorry. I'm not moving to get in the way of an ambulance. I needed to make sure that the ambulance was going to get to where it needed to go because that ambulance is going to save someone's life. I rolled down that window and I yelled at that man. He slowed down and turned right and went down the side street. I think maybe because I scared the shit out of him. And he should be scared the shit out of. Because him beeping his horn at me, making hand gestures, calling me names, telling me to go, when there's an ambulance trying to get through traffic on its way to go save somebody's life, and you think your drive on your little motorcycle is more important. That's the problem with humanity. That's the problem with this groupie. They think that their life is more important than every other life on this planet. And I don't vibe with that. I don't vibe with that at all. I work for me, yes. I work for the collective. Now maybe what I did wasn't the best thing. Screaming and yelling out my window and flashing him the finger, because I did. What he did wasn't great either. Just saying. That was not my best moment. That was not me putting positivity out into the planet. Again, we're all human. My intention was there because I was thinking of that ambulance, whereas this gentleman was not. He was thinking of himself. So I take some consolation in the fact that that's what was going on there. This groupie, this boss daddy, boss mama, whatever, they don't think about anybody else but themselves. Anyway, that was my little story about putting out negativity, because that was not my finest moment. And I don't even know if the old man got it. He probably just turned down that street because he lives right there. Who knows? And he might have been old and blind. He probably didn't even see the ambulance. With the girl fight card, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. When this groupie, this boss daddy, this boss mama, whatever you want to call them, when they get into friendships with people of the same sex, possibly even people of the opposite sex, at some point it always comes down to the fact that it's a competition. So if this is woman against woman, like who's more beautiful, who wears the better clothes, who has the most boyfriends, who gets the most jewelry, that kind of attitude. I don't do friends like that. I don't believe in competition. I just, no. Absolutely not. This person will start arguments to try and build themselves up, to try and make a point, even if their point is lacking, even if they're in the wrong technically. Like this person always thinks that they're right, so they'll create arguments so that they can win. Like they have to be on top. They're probably somebody that If they can physically fight, they'll physically fight at some point. Um, Even like in relationships, like when like for an example, like when you watch like a TV show or something, and you see like a couple, and they get into a really heated argument, and it's like their chests are heaving and they're like pulsating, like the anger is there, they're both so angry, but like the male character holds back, and the woman doesn't. The woman is like in their face, like tempting them to be physical, to be physically violent. Like this person would be like that. This groupie, this boss daddy, this boss mama, they would be like that. Like they want your reaction. They want a negative reaction. And they're not afraid of war. This at war, they're not afraid of creating war. If they're friends with somebody and something happens, if they do something to the friend and the friend challenges them, they're not afraid. Hell no. Even if they're in the wrong, like I said, even if they're in the wrong, let's take it to the mat. Let's fight it out. Let's duke it out. Like this person will go full throttle. Like if you think you know what war is, I'll show you what war is. Stalking, bullying, putting negative energy out there on your name, talking about you behind your back, saying things about you that aren't true. With the travel card, it's kind of funny because when this first originally came out, I thought, okay, this person is coming back to you. And maybe they are. We'll pull the timing oracle to see if this person is going to swing back around to you. Whether they actually travel to you or call you or text you or email you or whatever the case may be. But I'm also getting with this travel card, like this person gets around. And I'm not just talking like relationship wise or sex wise. I'm talking like this person is somebody like you would go to their Facebook, you would go to their Twitter, you would go to their Instagram, their TikTok, whatever. And this person, 1,000 friends, 10,000 friends. Like they surround themselves with people, a lot of people. Like they will make friends wherever they go because they need supply. And that's a narcissistic term. Narcissists need supply. Even if you take the narcissism out of this, even if you say this is not a narcissistic person, this person needs supply. They need people to use. They need people to be able to call upon so that they can ask for favors, just so they can hang out with them. Like they run through people like water. And I'm just going to say this. Their energy is probably not the best. So it's probably very hard for people to be around this person long term. You can take that as it resonates. This person could be like an energy vampire. They just suck up all the energy in the room. This person could just, again, be very negative. And I feel like the longer you know this person, the less often they put on that mask. So if you are a good friend, if you are a family member, you might see this person at their absolute worst. And they are counting on the fact that you're going to be so much under their control, mentally, emotionally, that you're not going to come up against them. But they need supply. They need constant rotation in people because people probably just get tired of them so quickly. Like just so tired of the energy so quickly. So with that travel card, it's like they just have like so many friends in so many places, you know? They also, I know the clout chasing card didn't come out, but they also try to make friends with purpose. So, like officials, like they would try to make lawyer friends, police, cops. They would try to be friends with cops, doctors, like people that you would consider with some type of authority, with some type of respect. Because if they're seen in a picture on a Friday night at the bar with, you know, a doctor and his wife and a police officer, like people are going to be like, oh, like they have friends in high places, you know, like they run in that type of circle, when in fact they really don't. They need to appear like that because they want to appear like they are in some type of authority, so that they can appear like they should have some type of authority over you. Again, same shit, different day. For you, whoever this person is to you, whoever this groupie is to you, you've been there, you dealt with that. For whatever reason, you're not anywhere around this person anymore. You're uninterested. You're living your life. You probably haven't been in contact with this person for a long time. See if they have anything to say, or maybe you have something to say. You got something to say? What do you want to say? Drop it in the comments. Leave me your comments, peeps. Oh, before I forget, while I'm doing this, I did block two people that were watching my reads. One of them was leaving comments about not eating animals, be friends to animals, and I don't get me wrong, I love animals, I do, but I also like to eat meat, and I just feel like it's a little judgmental to be telling people to, you know. I mean, I tell you guys to make your informed decisions. It's another thing for somebody to be like, hey, don't eat animals. You know, I don't know. The way that they were saying it, it just didn't sound right to me. So I am hiding any of their comments from the feed. And then there was also someone else, a female, or at least they were presented as such, that was leaving comments talking about the birth rate in the United States. The birth rate is what it is. It's either in decline or it's going up. It doesn't matter. Life is going to happen. And it doesn't matter if the government is involved or people are on birth control or taking less birth. It doesn't matter. You can only control what you do, who you are. So I just started hiding her comments. I just thought it was a little uncomfortable. Because they were almost like conspiracy theorists. And while I believe in conspiracy theories, I don't necessarily feel like I need to foist those on other people. So I just want to be honest and say that I hide their comments. Has anyone told you how beautiful, handsome you are today? This person is a sweet talker. I just realized I feel really hot, and it's actually really cool in here. Even though I have my sweatshirt on, I have my sweatshirt on because it's really cool in here. Whatever. I'm burping up a little bit of that shake in the fry. I'm not gonna lie. I might have eaten a double cheese sandburger too. I just... Don't hate me. Don't hate me. The chocolate shake was amazing, though. Honestly, I should have just got the shake. That was the best part. Forget about everything. The fries were kind of old and not even that great. Everyone tells me just get over it. Bottom of the deck, your eyes get me every time. Has anyone told you how beautiful, handsome you are today? 222, angel number, initial V. Might be significant. Everyone tells me just get over it. Angel number 15. Initial C. Everyone tells me to just get over it. Your eyes get me every time. 330. The initial B. So when this person, when this groupie is in the mood to kiss your ass, they will be very complimentary. With this, has anyone told you how beautiful you are today? Or how handsome you are? They will be very complimentary. I said that earlier. With the your eyes get me every time. Whoever you are to this person, you were a stabling force. You were a very honest individual. Very open, loving, caring. Just a very guiding light to this groupie. Like I'm not really getting the energy of whether they believe in God or not, but if they don't believe in God, like you would stabilize them so much to the point that they would feel so protected and safe that they would be like, oh, maybe there is a God. Maybe God sent me this person. It doesn't take away from the fact that they might have been abusive towards you in some type of way, or just disregarded your friendship, or if you were related. It's like they can look into your eyes and they can feel the love, the caring nature, the giving nature, and that you wanted to be that for this person, for this groupie. Everyone tells me to just get over it. I feel like when this person talks about your situation, and probably not in your favor, let's just be honest, this person would probably make up lies about you and say that you treated them poorly. They probably talk about it a lot. Like, they probably bring it up a lot. But then again, this person probably brings up a lot of negative things about a lot of different people, to the point where people are just like, come on, get over it. Like, stop talking about it. Like, you know, it's been a month. It's been 6 months. It's been a year. It's been 10 years. Like, get over it. Like, stop talking about it. The groupie doesn't stop talking about it because they're putting out there a different story from what actually happened. They're putting out there a false story that they need to believe. They need to hear it. They need to tell themselves this story over and over and over again so that they can believe it, so that they can bring it into reality in their existence. So that they can say, this person did me wrong. Even though they probably did you wrong. They want to be able to say, oh, this person fucked me over. They need to believe that. All right. 44 minutes on the clock, baby. It's funny, this spread wasn't even like the largest spread, and I feel like I got a lot of information out of this spread. Okay, let's see if this person's coming back around. Like with the travel card, it implies it, but maybe for some of you, if this is a narcissist, they might not feel the need to be the first one to break and reach out. So, depending on how long you haven't been in contact. Okay. Oh, okay. I see the try later card. Okay, I swear to God I shuffled this deck. I'm not even kidding. Next new moon. In April. That's like 10 months away. Try later. I think we got that this morning. Was it this morning? Yeah. In February. I think we got that this morning too. Yeah, if this person swings back around, it's probably going to be more like the end of next winter, beginning of next spring. Later than you thought, later than I thought, that's for sure. For some of you, something might be happening with the next new moon. We just had the full moon. So the new moon should be coming up. I think, right? Right? Maybe, right? If you don't hear from this person around the next new moon, you might hear something of this person. If you guys have a mutual family member, a friend, you might see something online that you wouldn't normally see, because I'm guessing you probably don't really follow this person in any type of way. Even though they stalk you probably online, if you're online. Something might come across your feed that you wouldn't normally see, and you might get the ick. It might be them, like as someone else with a different, TikTok account or Twitter account or Instagram account, or maybe you'll get a friend request on Facebook for someone you never met, and you'll be like I just accept requests from people I don't know. I don't. I mean, I used to back in the day because that was normal. Everybody was like building up friend groups, and it's like now I just don't. Yeah. So sometime next spring, and something about the new moon. Something's going to happen around the next new moon. I don't know why, but my hands are buzzing. It could just be something having to do with you personally. It might not even have anything to do with this situation. Whoa, my hands just stopped buzzing. Can you not do that? Like, when you do that, I feel like I'm gonna go into like a pain attack. I get neuropathy and arthritis in my hands. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I can feel pain shooting from the tips of my fingers all the way up to my elbow. And it's so painful that I'm crying in my sleep. It happens. I think it's a side effect from having COVID. I think it's something that I probably would have gotten like when I'm older, 60s, maybe 70s. But because of COVID, I got it in my 40s. Yay! Sometimes it's really hard for me at work. I try not to tell anybody that because I don't need sympathy, nor do I want it. I just try to do my job and go home. But sometimes it's really difficult. But yeah, I just felt like a buzzing. And then it went away as soon as I said, maybe something's going to happen with you. So maybe something's going to happen to you, for you, at the next new moon. Drop it in the comments if something happens. I would be very interested to see that. All right, you guys, I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. And I hope everybody has a fabulous night. It's got to be like almost 7 o'clock by now. I don't even know. It's still daylight here. Chicagoland, people. Chicagoland. Really the northern suburbs, but still, whatever. Bye.